Bonaparte Falls Apart. Written by Margaret, Cuyler. Illustrated by Will Terry. Look at all those bones. Bonaparte falls apart. Bonaparte was falling to pieces, and this really shook him up. Especially when he rode his bike, or played catch, or visited the doctor's office. Sometimes his bones rolled away, and it took him forever to find them. What will happen when school starts? Bonaparte asked his friends as his hand clacked to the sidewalk. I'm falling apart. Everyone will make fun of me. I have an idea, said Frankie Stein, clicking Bonaparte's hand back into place. Let's glue and screw your bones back together. Glue and screw. It's going to use a screwdriver and some glue. Do you think that's going to work? Bonaparte, oops, sorry guys, I skipped a page. So Frankie Stein glued and screwed and screwed and glued. But when he was finished, Bonaparte couldn't move. I can't walk, he said. Frankie Stein had to undo all of his work. You have to unglue and unscrew. I have another idea, said Blackie Widow. I'll spin and pin a web around you. So Blackie Widow spinned and pinned and pinned and spinned. But when she was finished, does that look like a good solution? Bonaparte was all tangled up. I'm a mess, he said. Blackie Widow had to undo all of her work. I have the best idea of all, said Mamicula. I'll wrap and strap your bones in place. So Mamicula wrapped and strapped and strapped and wrapped. But when he was finished, Bonaparte doesn't look real sure about this, does he? Bonaparte couldn't see. Where is everybody? He said in a muffled voice. Oh no, watch the stairs. Mamicula had to undo all of his work. Oh my gosh, he's pulling that bandage and look what's happening. Whoa, 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 whoa. Time passed, and Bonaparte was so worried about school that his head fell off. Frankie Stein picked it up and set it back into place. Before school starts, we will bone up on other ideas, he said. We will leave no bone unturned, said Blackie Widow. No bones about it, said Mamicula. That's a lot of bone jokes. But none of the ideas that they came up with seemed just right. Until, he looks pretty scared of that nail and hammer. A dog ran by with a bone in its mouth. That bone lover would be perfect for Bonaparte, said Mamicula. So they ran after that dog. and brought him to Bonaparte. What a fetching dog, Bonaparte exclaimed. You can teach him to retrieve your bones, said Frankenstein. Retrieve means pick him up for you. Bonanza, said Bonaparte. You are my bona fide friends. He named the dog Mandible. This is your mandible. Your jawbone is called Mandible. That's the dog's name. He named him after a bone. He named the dog Mandible and spent the next 2 weeks training him. When school started, Bonaparte was still a little bit worried about what the other kids might think. There goes Bonaparte and Mandible walking to the bus stop. They must be people who ride the bus to school. Lots of kids do that. We don't have school buses in Albany, but lots of places do. Bonaparte was a home-running hit at recess. There goes Bonaparte. There goes his hand. And there goes Mandible. A jaw-dropping sensation at lunch. Oh, no! But Mandible's going to catch it. And a rib-tickling wonder in science class. Did Bonaparte need to worry? Bonaparte could hang loose without anyone making fun of him, and this made him very happy. Clickety-clack. The end. I hope you enjoyed Bonaparte Falls Apart. I did.